answer the first question, if someone was to watch my daily habits, I feel like it would be a mixture of my roots and my environment. I feel like it would be more my environment, especially being at uni. My movements throughout the day would be like get up, go to like my lectures, see my friends, come back. So I feel like it would definitely be here. It's definitely environment based. But I feel like at home on like a weekend, I think it's definitely more roots based. For example, my mom wakes me and my sister up every morning and we sit down and we talk. And I feel like that's not even roots necessarily. It's also like a culture within our family. I feel like roots kind of underlay the day rather than drive it. So rather than it be, I have these cultural things that I do like practice all the time. It's more just like there's principles that I have that come from my culture, come from my roots and my heritage that are just in my mind and they become second nature. This question was quite interesting because I was like, it made me think what does govern my day. And as I said, I feel like it is more environment on a large scale because as I said, I'm going to these places I need to go. I'm seeing my friends, like I'm in the UK, so all that kind of stuff is more environment. But then, as I said, when I look at what I personally choose to do in my day, what actions I choose to take, what behaviours I choose to do, it seems more roots and especially family culture as well, how I've been raised, and that kind of underlines the day. Then my style, I really like this question. I would say that it's definitely more expression. I really like to wear certain things because it makes me feel a certain way. I notice that if I don't dress in a way that just feels comfortable to me on that day, because it can change based on the day, it will impact on my mood. And I'll do things that work for me. So for example, lots of like trends and stuff that I like to see. I really like when people have lots of jewelry on. So people have like lots of necklaces, earrings, neck bracelets, rings, and I really, really like that. However, I don't like that for me. It's too overstimulating, especially on my hands. I don't like wearing rings, especially like big chunky rings, because it kind of gets in the way of my hand movements. So I just don't wear them. So I think it's definitely more expression. I can see sometimes how it is protection, because sometimes when I'm going about my day, I'll kind of not want it, depending on once again on my mood, I sometimes don't want to stand out. So there's lots of times where I'll dress and be like, yeah, this is like a bit of a crazy outfit, but I'm happy about it. And like, this makes me feel really joyous. I'm really excited. But sometimes it'll be the opposite. I'll be like, oh, I'm dressed kind of against the norm, a bit differently. And I don't like it at all. And it will be me getting changed or changing what I'm wearing for protection. So I think it depends. I think I'm definitely trying to be more leaning towards expression and just however I feel, whatever I want to wear, wearing it. But I think sometimes it can be, the culture does have an impact. Like in places like Japan's known for having lots of people that dress very artistically, and people will wear like dolls on their clothes. And then when you're in an environment like that, it's more against the norm to dress kind of plain. So then you're like, it's more normal and you stand out less. And I think it's kind of just based on your personality, because as confident as I am, there are times when I don't want to be seen. And then when I'm in a certain outfit or whatever style I go for, it's more like I'm being seen. So I think it is, to summarize, it's also a mixture of them both, but I want to lean towards more expression for myself because that's more of a fun way of living. And then the cultural sound, I think nowadays is definitely jazz. I recently found an album, when this question came up, my mind went straight to this album, which is called Chasing Shadows by, I think it's Nubian Twist. I think it's Nubian Twist. But I found them probably like a month ago, and their sound really like connects with me. It's like, for multiple reasons. It's a UK band, so obviously it links with that. The group is, from what I've seen, it's different cultures. So you have like one of their songs, I think there's a reggae singer on it. And then some of the other songs have like, I'm not sure what language it is, but like African, women singing as well. So it's the mix of the jazz and the singing, and I really enjoy music that are in a different language, because you kind of get a different soul. Like in different languages, you hear there's different sounds that come with that language. So when I listen to it, it really makes me feel happy and it makes me feel connected. And I really like, as I said, I've been listening to it a lot. And I think jazz is just one of them ones where you can't ever really go wrong. And obviously, you can have different sounds. You can have like sad jazz or like happy jazz, but obviously, the premise of jazz is really, really nice. So I think that album definitely, that reminds me of home, and it really makes me happy every time I listen to it. So yeah.